Today, for the very first time, and somewhat on an absolute whim, I am going to be listening to the newest Puscifer album, or Puscifer, I don't even know how you pronounce it, but Maynard James Keenan. This is Normal Isn't. I started this video thinking that I was going to be doing KMFDM's newest album, and then I was like, maybe Textures, maybe Carnival, and I keep listening to samples of all four of these albums, just like little, I try not to listen to very much before I get into anything, but listening to the few little samples of this album that I have, it just sounds awesome. Like, what? This album sounds great. The KMFDM album sounds awesome too. Like, you know, that sounds awesome to me too. I'm also Carnival, right? That sounds great. This Textures album, wherever that went, this Textures album sounds fantastic to me. So I don't even know. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Weird. That sounds interesting too, not something to react to, but that's a band called Urne, for anybody wondering. Urne, Urne. They had an album come out this year. Okay, so I guess I'm doing it. I'm committing to this. I'm just going to call him Puscifer because I think that's what it is. But I would also, it would make sense if it was Puscifer, like Lucifer. I don't know. So, okay, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name's Patrick. If you're unfamiliar with how we do videos here on the channel, I'm going to listen to this entire album from front to back. We have a Ko-fi account if you want to donate to us, which is great. We also have, more importantly than that, we have a Discord channel where we have people that just love music celebrating with us, and I love to have chats on there. We have a great community over there. It's growing a little bit, but not too big. It's not too big yet where we can't contain it all. So I really, really enjoy that. Go check that out. If you're someone who's watching this video and you're like, Patrick put out a Puscifer, what the heck is going on? A Puscifer video, what is going on? Yeah, I don't even know. I literally started this video and recorded myself doing the intro for the KMFDM album Enemy, which just came out a couple of weeks ago. And right on the same day came out this album, and I've been debating about what to do. And okay, all right, sorry. I have never listened to a Tool album, right? I don't know that much. I don't know really anything about Tool. I've heard a couple songs that were in music videos on MTV back in the day when I was in high school in like the early 2000s. And so we're going to do Tool here on the channel. I am familiar with A Perfect Circle, right? So I like A Perfect Circle. Their album Emotive, which is their cover album, is fantastic. The quality of it is like second to none, which is what I think of when I think of Maynard and what I'm familiar with his work. From the Underworld soundtracks, working with Renhauser, and his work there, and then his work with A Perfect Circle, I think of just fantastic production. Listening to the few samples of some of the songs on this album, just like 5-second samples, skipping around through a song, sounds like this is going to be fantastic production as well. I have heard some Puscifer songs before. I think one's called Rev something, whatever. It's very long. I didn't care for that one as much. I didn't like the lyrics in it. I don't know that much about Maynard. I don't know about much his like personal life or anything. I know he has like a vineyard, and I know he's like a kind of a cool dude, but also I know he's done whole concerts where he refuses to walk on stage or he turns his back to the audience. So he's like weird too. So like, I don't know. What I do know is I enjoy really high fidelity music. We have fun on the channel here, listening to things for the first time and talking about them. This seems like a pretty meaty, chunky album. It is 55 minutes long. You know what? Let's just listen to this and see what happens. Okay? This is track 1, Thrust, in 3, 2, 1. Now, I have to say, when this album first came out, back on the day it did, which was February 6th, earlier this month, I listened to this part of the song, doom, doom, dooga doom, doom, right? And I was like, this is awesome. I'm not going to listen to any more of this. I might do a reaction to it. Drums, everything super dry. Well, not everything, but drums super dry. Love it. Interesting guitar. Turn it down a smidge.
Caught up in the middle of breaking down the riddle.
Female vocals.
Keep it civil, Genie on level. Stuck her in the middle of all the petty people.
What does it even say about Puscifer? Band of 3 creative confidants. It's very dynamic sounding. I turned it up a little while ago. Vocals spread wide. The closeness of some of the stuff. That guitar is awesome. Messing with the pedal. Or turning a knob.
Bigger, people getting sicker. Needle, 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 giggle, giggle, titter. Agitators, rabble, go and rabble. Trying not the murders, the daily battle. Trying not the murders, the daily battle. Trying not to murder the daily battle.
It's gonna be really hard for me to edit this, but I will do it. Very weird. Also have to say, I don't normally wear like jackets and stuff when I'm recording, but I was sitting down here in my basement freezing. I have the furnace turned off, and so I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go get a jacket. And this is the first one I found that wasn't black. I had a black sweatshirt. I was like, I can't wear black, I won't be able to see anything in the video. Bass off to the right a little. They're playing around with really interesting sounds and weird things in the stereo mix, but the drums are consistent and in the middle, and it's kind of grounding everything. I really like that. No crazy sounds though. Still guitar and drum and still bass and guitar. Hey. Ooh. Tom drums sound fantastic. So who plays what? Who plays what in this? I'm gonna look the album up on Spotify. Okay, back to the main riff of the song. I'm looking up on Wikipedia. Let's see if this album has a Wikipedia entry. Nope, of course it does not. Nothing new ever gets put on Wikipedia. All right, there was track 1. Going into track 2, Normal Isn't. Okay.
Resolution. Train long gone.
Ooh, the drums are... a lot more room in the drums here. Got some overheads or some... The guitar is also... There's like a close mic on the right, far away mic on the left. Maynard in the middle. I probably should have put more effort and thought into this video rather than doing it on a whim, but it's okay. I love that sound in the middle. It's like a female vocal sample. It might not even be a female vocal. It might just be an organ. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. I think that's a bass but they're playing like chords on the bass, maybe some interesting different notes together. Ooh. I love the drums. I'm gonna probably say it like every song, every single... It's like my favorite thing we're hearing here. Interesting. Very choppy edits there on the guitar. Very cool. I love it. I love it. Sort of simple arrangements, but letting the drums exist, and then everything kind of sits within the area of the drums. One thing I would say that I'm pretty sure I know about Maynard, at least with his Perfect Circle stuff, and then the other stuff of his that I'm familiar with. I believe that he makes music in the box, right? Like, so I mean, it's outside the box for sure, but like he uses their recording equipment and he crafts a song in the studio and in the computer rather than writing the parts and then going in the studio and using the studio to capture it and perform it, and capture it. So they're crafting the song in the studio using all the technology they have to make it interesting sounding and weird. So this song really changed after the first half. I don't even... Is this just alternative rock? What is this? Is this like progressive rock? Prog alt rock? Alt-prog rock? I love the synth thing in there. It's very crispy sounding. Like a fly buzzing almost. Bass awesome. Yeah, a little groovy part. All right, we're moving into track 3, Bad Wolf. Interesting. Okay, so the kick dry, snare with like a weird stereo echo delay on it, kind of slap back almost. Bass. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Interesting female vocal thing there. Da, da, da. Oh. Oh yeah. Synth bass, baby. One of my favorite sounds. Yeah, oh, I love how sparse the mix is. Interesting female vocal stuff. Oh. Very alien sounding vocal manipulation stuff in there. Yes, during the chorus here, they've added the room tone to the kick drum, or the snare drum. And the snare drum too, or the kick drum too, sorry. They've added the room tone to the drums. Makes it feel bigger. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, it's so weird. It's like, how would you, not that everything has to be this way, but how would you sing along with this? It's like, what is even going on, you know? It's just strange enough to feel otherworldly, kind of, but at the same time, it's so grounded in sounds that we know, the drums, synths and stuff. So it's not, but the vocals being spread wide and those weird reverbs and the room tones. Guitar. Like, I really know what he's saying. Groovy. Bass guitar is not super present, but if it was any louder, it might be kind of interfering with the drums a bit, maybe, and the drums just sound so fantastic. I love all the electronic stuff. I just absolutely love it. All right, track 4, Self-Evident. Lots of echoes and delays and experimenting with sounds.
You're on Lydia,
Her vocals are... The root, the source is on the right, and then there's some kind of a signal on the left being the delayed, we know, probably within the fusion zone, but there's different effects on it. Makes it feel very wide and very interesting. Different snare drum sound here completely. I love the cover of the album too, by the way. I've been seeing more album covers kind of with this format. The Zac Brown Band album had a format kind of like this, and so did the White Lies album from last year too. Massive bass, distortion on there. Vocal manipulation on her part. Unsettling sounding. Ooh. All right, I'm going to stop this song because I see the GD word a lot here, and I don't want to listen to that right now. And I know that Maynard swears a lot in all of his stuff. That's fine, but there's a lot of overlapping parts that it sounds like are happening here, and I'm going to have to edit that later. So I'm going to stop the song and just move on to the next one, which I see is also obviously explicit. I'm expecting that. But the GD word is the one that bothers me the most. So we're just going to skip to the next song. Okay, so this is A Public Stoning in 3, 2, 1. Think bass. Love the patience. You can kind of hear something. Okay, interesting. You can really hear that bass being a bass. Oh yeah, let's go. Guitar off to the far left. A lot of bass in this one. It's sort of it's the featured instrument. Drums sound great. Interesting. it's so weird to have two snare hits in a beat, right? You know, it just interesting groove here. Okay, back to sort of the second part of the song. Okay, keeping the drums going here. Oh, I was like, where are they going now? Okay. Now it's making me think of "Take Me Out." I say, don't you know? You said I don't know. I say, take me out. In that the song changed abruptly all of a sudden towards the end, kind of. Although I think that song, it's like halfway through the song changes. Oh, okay. All right. Huh. That end of that song went pretty fast. All right. The quiet parts. Track 6. I feel like there's a bit of Depeche Mode in this, which I really like. I enjoy that a lot. Depeche Mode, one of the greatest bands of all time.
Siren, blunt as a cannonball. Listen, the saying again, sharp as a promise.
Ooh, I love that guitar tone.
Deep as the devil, all while you were sleeping.
Oh, everything's a little bit cleaner here. A little drier. Oh, I love her vocals way more here. I love it. Wow. Ooh.
A tug in the strings, feeding the hidden, starving the ego, choking the light right out.
Again, the drums are just, I mean, phenomenal sounding.
Parts where trumpets head and bellowed. We should have listened and shored up to keep from.
Massive guitar tone. I love it. Her vocals sound so fantastic here. I like his harmony vocal, distorted right in the middle. It sounds like one vocal, but there's this distorted vocal in there. I love the guitar and the drums on this song, really fantastic. What? I like that. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Mantastic. Ooh, I love that. Bass guitar, bass and guitar maybe, mixture there. Spread wide, really nice. That single note. Nice, very cool.
Fuse is burning down. Boom is coming soon.
I'm a little surprised sometimes with the placement of Maynard's vocals in the mix. Could be louder. At times they're not. They're definitely the right volume though, so it just depends on the song, I guess. Ooh, interesting. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Felt like it was going to get bigger there, and then it didn't, which is interesting, subverting our expectations. Similar sounding guitar with a similar sounding sort of distortion to the previous song, but treated completely differently. Mono in the middle, Less high frequencies. Ooh. I love the patience with the songs, just like letting things sit for a while. Ba-da-dum-dum-da. Interesting. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Okay. My man, my man. Very interesting. It's hard for me to even like wrap my head around it. And it's not that weird. You know, it's all grounded in. Okay. Acoustic guitar off to the right, it sounds like. Yep. Ooh. The guitars sound so good. Does Maynard produce other bands' stuff? Or just his own stuff? I know he's pretty prolific in terms of what he's releasing. They've been doing a lot of Puscifer stuff over the last however many years. Should check how, well, I don't want to mess with their recording or anything. My man, that really stands out because she hasn't sung like that. Wow, very interesting. Piano note, it sounded like there. All right, Pendulum. One of the greatest bands of all time. Samples. Again, this is kind of Depeche Mode-y. Wouldn't it be awesome if Maynard worked with Depeche Mode on something?
Swing away.
Boom, da-da-dum.
Swing, cold
cool.
pendulum.
I love that sound in the middle of that synth thing. And then her vocals have this weird, like, eerie quality to them. Yeah, right?
Heralding
the only thing...
our hubris.
Oh, let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We did the Depeche Mode. Yes. Awesome.
Side, raise, and topple our monuments. Blind, sighted, mortal consequence, vainglorious.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Less
dogmatism brought to heel, so much certitude and arrogance. Swing
This is my favorite song on the album. He's singing lower. It's like more gothic feeling. Love the bells. Oh, there's such cool, stretched out sounding. Yeah, that sound. How do you make that? That's so cool. Like a fluttery, that fluttery. Wow. When your drums sound so phenomenal, you can do so many cool things with the stereo spectrum, with minimalistic, like, right, there's a space that's been established. It's so cool. Whoa. The sonic palette on this is just incredible. Wow. Cool. Interesting. Okay, into ImpetuoUs. Okay, distorted sort of piano sound in there.
You feel it too.
Ooh. Dry vocal.
They're all afraid.
Very whispery.
We're not the same. No need to be. Let's make some waves.
Ooh, wow, okay. Whoa. Trippy. Curious. It's so funny because like I want the song to get big and explode, but I don't think it's going to ever.
We'll never be how they would have us. We're not insane. This is a good thing.
Right. It's kind of just like chill the whole time, but it's like unsettling, like kind of haunting too. Everything sounds so clear and crisp and perfect, which is what I was expecting. But it makes me wish that it was a bit more stereotypical or traditional. Like I said, has Maynard produced for other bands? And I think Maynard's the one that's kind of controlling how, or he's the reason why everything sounds so crisp and clear and nice. A lot of his projects that I've heard sound, you know, like this. I like this song too, a lot. Sorry, I'm tired. I keep yawning, and it's not the music, I swear. Although it is kind of like hypnotizing, almost. I love every sound. That was a da-doom, 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 like we were getting into In the Air Tonight, right, by Phil Collins. Whoa! Oh, I love all the layering, yes. Whoa. Stutter edity stuff. Very cool. I think that might be my second favorite track. So Pendulum, ImpetuoUs, really interesting. All right, track 10, 7-1.
Regarding the mystery and magic associated with the number 7. The more than frequent historic references,
the most magical number, according to J.K. Rowling,
for this number are staggering.
7-1. 7-1.
7-1.
7-1. 7-1. 7-1. 7-1. 7-1. 7-1.
Examples. In India, Agni, the god of fire, 7 are thy fuels, thy tongues, thy holy sages, thy favorite haunts. In 7 ways, thy worshippers adore thee. 7 are thy sources.
Weird. I think that's bass guitar. It's got an interesting tone. No high definition, no high frequency, no definition to it.
Pythagorean doctrine, in reference to God, the author and governor of all things, states that he is without variation, ever like himself and no other, even as the number 7.
Double bass. totally different sounding kick here. Obviously.
In the Old and New Testament,
And that's some, like,
Bible, 7 is mentioned more than 180
synth stuff.
times.
I like the
There are
symbols.
also many references to 7 in the writings of William Shakespeare. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man
Weird time
in
signature, I
time
think.
plays many parts. His acts being
But I'm not good at
7, 8,
figuring out time signatures that aren't 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Ah, cool. This seems like it's a bit more like an instrumental type of thing. Same kind of stuff we've been hearing throughout the album, though. Kind of, like I said, it's got this like hypnotic quality to it that's very undefined and yet at the same time really grounded. I don't know how that's possible. How something can be undefined and then grounded. Very interesting, though.
Quite often it has been speculated that the obsession with the number 7 that spans millennia could be traced back to the night travelers, the shepherds, those compelled to look up and wonder at the 6 celestial bodies moving through the night sky, only to be chased away by the 7th, the 1, the sun.
Groovy. First 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, I don't know. Oh, 7. Duh.
We put forth the following theory. Using the square and compasses anyone with the most fundamental
Again, drums sound really great. Not this, they don't sound the same as they have.
Even accidentally.
And then this
create
next thing,
polygons
not to
with
look
sides
past
of
this one, but it's
3,
kind of, this is kind of a boring one to me.
6,
The
8,
algorithm
9,
says
10,
Santa
and so on.
live mix.
But to make a 7 pointed polygon, one must
So I don't know. I don't know if the algorithm is a song of theirs from before. I don't know.
calculate to achieve it. This, in
What are their
our
most
opinion, is what
most
separates
played
us
songs?
from and gives us
Mama
dominion
Said and The
over
Humbling River.
all the beasts of this
The
world.
Remedy. What a weird band. I remember when Conditions of My Parole came out. Okay, let's see what they do live. It sounds like one guitar. I don't know how you get that wide sound on the guitar like that. It's got to be recording 2 microphones on it, spreading wide maybe. Snare sounds fantastic. Her voice also spread wide the way it has been on the album almost the entire time. Interesting. The quietness of their mixes allows for you to hear the crowd. It parts. I mean, this seems a bit more straightforward of a song, but that makes sense because you can't establish the space like you would on the album. This is a live song, so it still sounds really good though. What instruments did the members of the band Puscifer play live? It says Puscifer's live performance feature a multi-instrumental lineup characterized by a mix of electronic and organic sounds. Key members include Maynard James Keenan, vocals, Matt Mitchell, guitar, bass, keys, programming. Well, he can't play all of that live at the same time. Karina Round, vocals, keys, guitar, and touring members like Gunnar Olsen, drums. Josh Moreau plays bass. Former touring musicians, there's a lot of different people who played with them. Gil Sharon, why does that name sound familiar? Oh, Stolen Babies. Yeah. We need a new Stolen Babies album. Good luck with that, though. I'm just not as interested in live stuff, so it's interesting to hear how they're doing it, though. I mean, it's obviously guitar, bass, drums, Maynard's vocals. There were a few other sounds in there, so I don't know. She could be playing keys and singing, but okay. All right, so that's weird. I'm not sure how I feel about this because from a production standpoint, you don't get any better than this, right? Like, this is super high fidelity, everything placed in the mix where it needs to go, really interesting stereo spectrum, really interesting in a lot of ways. I love the way everything sounded. But from a songwriting standpoint, the focus was certainly not on writing traditional catchy sounding songs, which is not what I expected from Maynard. However, we have gotten things like that from him on some of the Perfect Circle stuff of theirs that I know. So, but I didn't expect that really here. I did expect the high fidelity, which that delivered in spades. So I loved that. I kept mentioning that there's like a hypnotizing quality to it. It's like the repetitive grooves that aren't familiar grooves that are less, I mean, it's obviously not four to the floor. It's not dance music, it's not, it's that's what gives it that hypnotic feel. It's the repetitiveness. It's the constantly repeating parts that aren't catchy and familiar to you. It just kind of gets drilled into you after a while, and it washes over you. It starts to wash over you. It's very interesting. I don't think I listen to much music that leaves me feeling that way at all. Maybe I'm way more of a basic Bob, and that's totally fine if that's the case. But it's really an interesting feeling that it left me with. I like Maynard's vocals. I like her vocals. I think they were being her vocals in particular being spread wide, and then doing these sort of like unnatural sounding parts really adds to the sort of unsettling feel that some of the music has. But at the same time, there's also this familiarity because everything sounds so crisp and clear. It's really strange. The way it made me feel. Yeah, it's really hard to put into words. Maybe that's the sort of progressive side of it. And since I'm not super familiar with a lot of progressive music, and I'm trying to get into it a little bit more, like prog metal, and we've been listening to Yes and some prog, classic prog rock stuff. But I feel like the progressive aspect of that is not so much in the like unconditional grooves and rhythms, but more in the structuring of the songs and the length of the songs and the solos and things like that. Whereas this is just, it feels progressive in a way. It feels progressive in a way that is hard for me to put into words. And I don't even know if progressive is the right word at all, but like it just feels very unsettling, repetitive, grounded at the same time, though unnatural. But also there were catchy parts. It did come back to choruses. They did repeat parts in every song. It felt almost like most of the songs to me felt like they were structured like verse, chorus, and then an outro part, kind of. But to call them verses and to call them choruses feels a little weird. So it's like part 1, part 2, repeat part 1, repeat part 2, and then part 3. Which is not an uncommon way to structure songs, but it's just, I don't know, it's really hard for me to put into words. It's very weird feeling. And it makes me wonder how I'm going to like Tool, which I know this is more Maynard and stuff, and Tool is a band, and I just, every time I look into Tool at all, like, I just am shocked at how big they were. Like, at the time, when I was graduated from high school in 2005. So I was in high school in 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, I guess 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, you know what I mean? But like that was when Tool was pretty big, and I just never knew how big they were. It like boggles my mind how enormous Tool was. And you see Tool shirts, you hear people talk about Tool, and it just is strange to me because I didn't experience any of that. So, but like I said, I loved that emotive A Perfect Circle album, and I would definitely be interested in listening to their other few albums, Murder Noms and 13th Step, I think they're called. I would be interested. I have both of them actually on CD, and I've never listened to them. But I think it would be interesting to look into that, see how different A Perfect Circle is from this, because I guess I kind of think of A Perfect Circle as being similar to this, but with more traditional rock band sound, though that's what I meant by it feeling familiar kind of to this album. Like at the core of it was bass and drums for sure. And then there were guitars and synths, which are all elements that are super common and stuff. But it's the way everything was being used, the repetitive nature of it, the unnatural feeling to the groove and the melodies and everything. So strange. If anybody knows what I'm talking about and you can fit it into better words than I can, please let me know in the comments. If anybody ever watches this, I don't know. I'm expecting Tool to have a big audience and we'll see if they are the type of fans or audience that watches reaction videos. But I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised at the lack of plays on this. There's only one song that had 1 million plays, and it was the one I skipped. And everything else since then, there's only like 100,000 plays since this album was released earlier this month. And when I looked at and when I just go to them on Spotify, they every song that they have in their popular list when you first go to their page, I don't know how they have it organized, but there's 10 songs it shows, and of the 10 songs, 7 of them are from this album. And the most played one is Self-Evident with 1.5 million plays. But then The Humbling River has 36 million plays. Mama Said has 23 million plays. And then The Remedy has 25 million plays. So they're obviously pretty big, but not on this album, not recently, yeah, none of their most recent albums. Although it looks like some of them might be like remix albums and stuff. And then Global Probing is a live one. And then I don't know what In Case You Were Napping is, but that came out last year. That has The Remedy on it. Oh, wow. That sounded interesting. Huh. Bullet Train to Iowa. See, when I click around all this stuff, it just all sounds so interesting. Here's Mama Said. What is this? Is this, I don't know, is this like a greatest hits or something? In Case You Were Napping. Oh yeah, Indigo Children. Maybe it's like a... Wow, that sounded awesome. Well, let me know if if you're watching this video and you're still here, you're probably a big fan of this band. Let me know how this album fits into their catalog, and then let me know based on everything I was saying if you're familiar with the channel and you're part of our Discord, let me know if you think that I would like another one of their albums more than this. Cuz I'm really curious about them. I love the fidelity of it, the high audio quality. That's my favorite part of this. And if they had a more like, maybe they have an album where they were like making fun of pop music and made a bunch of sarcastic pop songs, and that would probably be my favorite thing that they release ever. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm curious to see what people say in the comments. So let me know. Just let me know. We'll see what ends up happening. As of right now, I can't say that I would be looking forward to doing more of this if it was like this, but just skipping through those songs, it sounded like there was a lot more variety through what I was listening to, but I think that was like a greatest hits or something. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.